But two, more importantly, people don't really think about this. So I get not only weight loss, but a lot of like skinny guys and girls that are trying to gain muscle and bulk up, which involves eating food constantly.
Right.
If you're not shitting every single day or multiple times a day, how easy do you think it is to keep putting all that food in? Right? Like that fiber intake is extremely important for people. And it has a beneficial effect on your gut microbiome as well.
So to rewind, you say sugar-free Metamucil.
Mm-hmm.
What other digestive system suggestions do you have?
So I take digestive enzymes with every meal myself. I have something called gastroparesis, so my digestion is pretty messed up.
So digestive enzymes, what are those?
Literally, so the same enzymes that your pancreas would produce.
Is it like a medicine, or what is it? Is that a supplement you take?
Over-the-counter supplements.
Okay, I never even heard of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the kind I use is, what the hell's the brand? Now Foods.
Okay.
Super enzymes. You could get like 180 of them on Amazon for like $15. I take one right before I take my food, right before I eat my food.
What does it do? Help you break it down better?
It helps you break it down. It drastically reduces bloating, especially if you're eating some bullshit that you shouldn't be eating and you take 2 or 3 of them before a couple slices of pizza. It's like you had something that wasn't pizza. You're going to the beach or something. Like it's huge.
I'm surprised I've never even heard of these.
Massively helpful.
And it helps the digestive system too.
So it helps the digestive system. So beyond that, I found out about this originally from the bodybuilding world because it increases nutrient assimilation. So in particular, protein. Right? You ever heard about ever heard of the correlation between pineapple and protein? Or like bodybuilders doing anything with that? So pineapple contains, amongst other enzymes, bromelain, which is something that helps your body break down. It's also anti-inflammatory and a bunch of other stuff, but it helps your body break down and assimilate protein. So there are times where, if I'm on the go all day and I can't I take like 300 grams of protein a day. So that's a lot of meat, right? That's a lot of fucking food. If I am not eating a meal with 8 to 10 ounces of chicken like every 3 hours, that's not easy to pull off.
Right.
So sometimes if I'm on the go all day, I have to stop somewhere like Smoothie King and make a crazy concoction, and I have them put anywhere from 90 to sometimes 180 grams of protein in one smoothie. You have to take a shitload of digestive enzymes with that to be able to utilize half of that.
I was going to say, because I guess you don't subscribe to once you get past a certain amount of protein, there's diminishing returns. I've heard that an amount was 30. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard you can only process so much at once. Right. I've never seen any
you take
scientific
10 times
basis to that. I don't know why people think that your body is just going to excrete amino acids for no reason that it doesn't need. That's not, your body always needs amino acids. Say it's made of amino acids.
Take as much protein as you would like.
Protein is by far the most beneficial macronutrient because it has the highest, what's called the thermic effect of food, meaning it requires the most energy to actually break down and digest. It burns calories to digest protein. In terms of satiety, it's going to help you keep full for longer. And most importantly, it is the hardest macronutrient for your body to store as fat, by far.
Okay. And do you need these digestive enzymes to process the protein properly? Or is there other things you need to take?
So no, you absolutely don't need it, but it helps. It's going to improve it. So it's optimization, not a need.
Okay, so the enzymes will help.
If you're having a shake with 180 grams of protein at once, you need that to not be sitting like this for the next 3 hours. Yeah.
Okay. So any other supplements? So you have the digestive enzymes, the sugar-free Metamucil,
a good probiotic,
fish oil, a good probiotic,
a multivitamin. Those
else?
Are probably your basis. Just cover your general health basics for everybody. So I'm sponsored by a supplement company called Blackstone Labs. They make a product called Glycolog that it's mandatory for every single one of my clients.
What's it, Glycolog?
Glycolog. So it's an insulin mimetic. So
promo code Bertuccio?
Nicholas Bertuccio Fit gets you 20% off. Yes, you put that,
we'll put that in the description too.
So Glycolog is something that you take with carbs. So it's a serving size is 3 capsules. You don't have to take the whole thing, but it's designed 3 capsules to every 50 grams of carbs. So you literally swallow the capsules and you eat your food. And what it does is it increases insulin sensitivity and reduces insulin resistance. So it's a nutrient partitioning agent.
What are the symptoms of both of those? What's the symptom of insulin resistance?
The easiest way to think about it is the reverse of that is diabetes.
Okay.
So, you know those guys that can just eat whatever the hell they want and it seems like they never gain weight, and then other people it's like they eat, they look at a donut and they get fat. So there's a lot of things that factor into that, but generally it's about insulin resistance. And the people that can eat whatever they want and never gain weight are your typical like super, super skinny, slender guys, right? They have really high insulin sensitivity and really low insulin resistance.
Okay.
So when they consume carbohydrate, any kind of food really, but especially carbohydrates, much more of that is getting processed and ending up as muscle glycogen than being stored as body fat.
I didn't know that.
So what Glycolog does is it increases that process on a per meal basis. So it's designed to take 2 servings a day with your 2 biggest carb meals, which, if you're doing things correctly, should be your pre-workout meal and your post-workout meal. Every single client I put on it tells me immediately that they feel a difference. Like they're like, wow, I was so much more pumped during that workout. I don't feel as bloated from the carbs. I feel tighter the whole rest of the day. And after you're on it for a month or 2 and that insulin sensitivity increases and the resistance goes down, you notice it doesn't matter if you're trying to lean out, if you're trying to gain weight, your body processes food better.
This is called what again?
Glycolog.
Glycolog. What are you trying to do to me? Add more money onto my already extensive supplement routine?
That's exactly
the
what I'm doing.
Glycolog, and then the sugar-free Metamucil, and the digestive enzymes. There's 3 more things we're going to need.
Metamucil and the enzymes probably cost you $20, but
Okay, that's doable. But I take a lot, and my bill is pretty steep already.
I'm right there with you, man. Believe
But
me.
it's mandatory, though. Because my whole philosophy with this part is I'd rather feel my best. It's not about... I want to get the most out of my years, right? You want to get the most quality years as opposed to the quantity. It's like you'll get quantity too, but I don't care about that as much as I care.
Quality is much more
The
important.
quality, right? Getting living the best I can now. So the insulin one I want to do, digestive enzymes, and the one at nighttime probably too. But to circle back to your 7-figure business plan, what do you think is the next steps for you to be going down that path?
So continuing to grow my social media presence. It's probably the biggest thing. Talking